This is Mike Garner, PSDM for the Nationals team. And this week I was headed back to E Plus for a kickoff of a Total Care go-to-market workshop. The actual journey began a couple of years ago around smart services, and while we'd had great success in lighting up their PSS practice, they'd been dragging their feet around Total Care. And it was during our meeting in Nashville when we were discussing Total Care go-to-market workshops that I realized this was the kind of hand-holding they really needed. So I gathered up a team of experts, Mark Stallings, Scott Schell, Karen Fiegler, and Dave Wooster, who's their PAM. And we headed back to Herndon. Now, our pre-planning began a few weeks prior, and we built a message around reducing risk and lowering costs and trying to primarily help drive and identify new profitable revenue streams. And ultimately, we came up with two goals for the trip. Walk away with a go-to-market plan that identified action items, defined timelines, and set owners to each, and help E Plus with some ideas and best practices on how to monetize, how to make a profitable total care practice beyond basic install-based management. So how are we going to help them make it profitable for them? Recently, E Plus had completed a discovery session, and one of the outputs from that was to define this total care strategy. So we used that commitment during our workshop to get the executives to attend. So we had vice presidents from contracts, delivery, from sales, and we had a couple of directors who assisted in the whole overall discussion. And I think the team would agree with me that among the best things that happened in the kickoff was that we had E Plus present to us their smart strategy, and we sat and listened. And then we listened some more. We asked questions and helped them to bring them down a path of understanding exactly where they needed to place a total care strategy between SmartNet and their PSS practice. So it was kind of remarkable to sit back and listen and take notes and ask some tough questions. And the creative dialogue that came from that was priceless. That said, there were times where we had to call their baby ugly. For example, they claimed to be ahead of the curve, and that while they recognized the opportunity and they were on the cusp, we let them know that there were other partners who were in the same place and position as E Plus, and that if they weren't going to take advantage of the opportunity, that someone was. So we instilled a sense of urgency that we really needed to get moving on this now. So next, we took their empirical data from PMC and other sources, and we plugged it into the latest Total Care ROI tool, and helped identify some positive impacts that this may have upon their operating costs, their margins, and as a publicly traded company, their top line and their bottom line growth. We piled on to that by discussing their promotions that are available to them, be it training or quarterly reviews, and the adoption. I mean, it could yield them an additional $50,000 per quarter. So in the end, it was obvious that we had come with a message of committing to their success, their profitable success. And the action plan that we put together became the beginning of their go-to-market plan. Overall, I could have been more pleased with the way the go-to-market workshop ended and is really just now beginning. So I'd suggest this to any PSTM who may have a partner in a similar space that E Plus is. And when we were in Nashville, Marcy asked us to identify what's our secret sauce. And my secret sauce to relevance is probably not anything surprising to anyone. I think it's important to be interested and not interesting. To be prepared, do your homework, and understand what motivates each player. Use data like discovery where you can leverage that into your practice and gain commitment. Understand that financial impact, the operating income, and how it affects the margin, the top and bottom line, especially for a publicly traded company. Leverage those extended teams, especially your CAMs or your PAMs or your SEs. They certainly can help you to gain credibility. Listen and listen intently. Ask those tough questions and then listen some more. And finally, have some well thought out ideas and suggestions that can help them to make it their plan. Best of luck.